Hey everybody. I just went outside. I made a video about me going outside. We only got about 10 inches, which is not the 24 they were predicting, so that's really good. Although today and tonight we're expecting another 1 to 2 inches and ice, and the ice is way worse than the snow. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to diamond paint a little bit if you would like to join me. Okay. So, as I was saying, ice is way worse than snow. At least with snow, driving, you have a little bit of traction. With ice, it doesn't matter. You just keep on sliding. I need another wax. You think I need another wax? This one's about had it. You know what I ordered? It's going to be here Monday. Not tomorrow, next Monday. Can't wait to show you. It's going to be... I wanted one of those little containers that people keep their wax in. The little round ones that are pretty. And I didn't know how to search for it. I mean, I searched snuff containers. I searched different craft containers. And finally, where did I find it under? Oh, it was under pill container. And I got it. And it's really cute. It's like porcelain, and it's got little flowers on it. It's just, this is not sticking. It's just exactly what I was looking for. Keeps popping right back out. So, that's what I'm going to be getting in a week. I can't wait. It's really pretty. So yeah, we got about 10 inches. It's still dry, fluffy snow. So unfortunately, the kids out playing will not be able to make snowballs or snowmen or snow forts. Now, I told you before, my dad worked for the Department of Public Works. He did the snow plowing and all that. So when we get a lot of snow, he'd come in. We had a big, like, horseshoe driveway, and he'd plow a big 5-foot pile of snow in the middle of it, because we would only use half in the winter. And then my sister and I would go out there with big kitchen spoons and hollow out like a little igloo out of the big mountain. And we'd play in it, and it was so much fun. That was fun. When you're little like that, the cold just doesn't bother you. You know, we'd play out for hours until our mother finally told us, get in the house, you're gonna freeze. Not my bird. The more I talk, the louder he gets. If I'm quiet, he's quiet. So, I was talking about ice, and I lived in New Hampshire for 9 years, and we had an ice storm once. It was my husband and myself, his daughter, and my son. The kids were probably 7, 8 years old. And I think I'm getting my timing right. I don't know. I could be completely off. But maybe they were 11. I don't know. So the ice storm, I mean, snow you can plow and shovel, but ice is just, it bends all the power lines, it bends the trees, the trees bend onto the power lines. It was just a nightmare. And just thousands of people lost their electricity. And we were without power for 11 days. Now, 11 days, no heat, no lights, 2 kids that were bored out of their tree. I mean, you don't want to go out and play in the snow if you got to come back in and freeze too, you know. It was awful. We did have a gas stove, so we lit that with matches. You know, the burner part we'd light with a match and just light all 4 burners. And we shut all the bedroom doors and we slept in the living room. And we got sleeping bags and slept on the living room floor, and the kitchen, the burners, all 4 of them were on, and that kept us warm. Of course, my husband would get up every half hour or so and check, make sure everything was safe. And we had, there was a little pond near our house, so we went down, we took big buckets, and we'd go down to the pond and fill up the buckets with water, and we brought them back home, and that's how we would flush the toilet. You know, if you pour a big bucket of water into a toilet, it just flushes itself automatically. So we at least were able to use the toilet. And we all went down really early in the mornings, and we would shower at his work. So, before anybody else got there. So we were able to use the toilet, shower. We'd just go out and get pizzas or grinders or whatever. I tell you, after 11 days of pizzas and grinders, I never wanted to see another one for a long time. Pretty bad when you're craving home cooked, when you want to actually cook, you know. So, we made it through. Luckily, we were younger. Sure, it was difficult on elderly people or people with newborn babies. I mean, I can imagine. So, you make it through things like that, and today doesn't seem bad at all. Like I said, tonight we'll see how much ice we get, because we could lose power if the ice goes on the lines. And churches were canceled this morning. They had my daughter, the son-in-law, and the kids all went. They had a Saturday night service instead last night, so they went to that. So I can watch it after they live stream everything, and then I can watch it live with them, or I can watch it after. I used to go with them, but I really don't like leaving my house anymore, so I don't go, but I do live stream it. And they're good people. My daughter is one of the Sunday school teachers, and my son-in-law is on the security team. It's unfortunate you have to have security in churches today, but you do. So, my 15-year-old grandson, Pikachu! So, my 15-year-old grandson works up in the sound booth. He's been being trained. He works with another gentleman who's training him still, but that's what he does. And my 13-year-old granddaughter